Before you receive your day-old chicks, you must do what we call brooder preparation. My name is Mchibi Kenneth and I work for Monster Cares Ranch here in Bethlehem. Today, the 15th of April 2023, we have received our layer chicks, day old, at exactly 5 p.m. and we placed them in the brooder at 5:30, the way you see them now.
Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out for any coming videos.
Before you receive your day-old chicks, you must do what we call brooder preparation. And in brooder preparation, number one, you have to curtain your brooder in order to prevent cold air from entering inside the brooder where you're going to place your chicks. Number two, you need hussicks. Hussicks, this may include coffee hussicks. You may use wood shavings. You may use rice husks that you're going to scatter on the floor where you're going to place your chicks. Here, a bag locally, you can get it at around 7,000, 8,000 shillings. Or you can use wood shavings. A bag, you can get it still at 7,000, 8,000, around there. Or you can use rice husks. Still, the price is the same. Number one, to provide moist warmth to the chicks. And number two, to absorb the moisture from the droppings. After putting your wood shavings or coffee hussicks, you may cover your coffee hussicks or wood shaving with this carpet. And these carpets, they are locally available at around 6,000 shillings or 7,000 shillings, depending on the seller. So this carpet, basically we put it to prevent the chicks from eating the coffee hussicks or the wood shavings you put as a bedding for your brooder. After brooder preparation, we do what we call preheating. That means we introduce our charcoal stoves. If we are to use charcoal stoves, some people use gas, but here we use charcoal stoves. So we do our preheating for at least 12 hours before chicks arrive. This will help us to warm the brooder to a very conducive temperature that is required by the chicks. Mark you, these are baby chicks. You're the mother, you're the father. So preheating the brooder will give them that warmth that their mother would have given them. As you can see, these are our bags of charcoal. The charcoal we are going to use in our brooder to provide us with heat. Apparently, we bought one bag of charcoal at around 40,000 Ugandan shillings. So on my charcoal stoves, you can see I cover them with a piece of iron sheets. This is basically to concentrate the heat down to the chicks, and the heat can be evenly distributed. You see that canopy of the iron sheet can distribute the heat evenly in the brooder. Next, you need what we call the chick fonts or chick drinkers, where you will be putting your water for the chicks. The drink of this type is around 8,000 shillings. We introduce these drinkers before the chicks arrive, at least 1 hour before the chicks arrive. Then we put our mixture of water, glucose plus some vitamins. The reason behind why we introduce the drinkers and the water a bit earlier is that we need that water to get a little warm, so that by the time these chicks come or they are introduced in the brooder, they don't take real cold water and they shiver. So we need to introduce the drinkers and the water at least 1 hour to arrive of the chicks, so that the water in the drinkers get a little bit of warmth. You see, we placed these drinkers at least 1 meter from each other. The reason behind is that in between the drinkers where we are going to be putting our feed traps. This will help the chicks to access water and access feed very fast. If the chick turns like this, it can access the drink. It turns like this, it can access the feed trough, so that they can eat and feed for faster growth. In our water that we've put in the chick drinkers, we have mixed vitamins and glucose in that water. The purpose of the glucose basically is to give energy to these chicks. Like if they are day-old chicks, they are babies, their digestive system is still weak, so we need something that can go very fast into their blood system so that they get energy. That's why we put glucose. And the vitamins, they help in stimulating their appetite so that by the time we introduce the feed, they can have that appetite to feed. As you can see in our brooder, we have what we call temperature readers. These help us to monitor the temperature in the brooder, whether it is too high or it is too low. We must keep it at optimal, which is 32 degrees Celsius. That is the conducive temperature for the chicks in the brooder. So you must put those thermometers to keep monitoring your temperature in the brooder. You see, I have a digital one and the analog one. Sometimes I trust the analog type because the digital type you never know, it can jam somewhere somehow. So you can still get the readings from the analog type. So it's better you have two. Now, before you place your chicks in the brooder, it's always good to conduct what we call a physical counting. We finished physically counting them and we've got around 5,413 chicks. This will help you to ascertain the exact number of chicks you've placed in your brooder. Just in case you want to compute the feed, the amount of feed you're supposed to give your chicks, the amount of water you're supposed to give your chicks, the amount of water you're supposed to be using during the vaccination. All those ones are based on the number of birds you have in the brooder. Physical counting will help you also to know the number of chicks you've lost on transportation, because usually, depending on the distance, chicks die on the way as they are being transported to the farm. So when you physically count them, you can know the mortality number, then you deduct it from the general number of the chicks, so you get the exact number of chicks you've placed. And in case of compensation, if the chicks are too many, the mortality is too much, you can be compensated depending on the supplier. You can give the number of mortalities, then you tell them, I lost such and such chicks before they arrived, they died on the way, I need compensation. And you get compensated. 1 hour has gone after placing our chicks. We assume they have taken water, and now we are going to introduce the feed. The reason for allowing them to first take water is to help them open their digestive system, so that by the time they start feeding on the real feed, they don't get any problems like growth compaction, which can result in death. So at least we allowed them to take water first for at least 1 hour. Now we are going to introduce feed. Now the reason why we put such trays down is to allow easy access. We need that all chicks can easily access the feed without any problem. So you see we are distributing the trays where we are going to put the feed in between the drinkers. So ladies and gentlemen, our video for today has ended here. So please follow us on our YouTube channel for more videos to come, because we need to show you how we do the feeding, how we do the vaccination, how we extend the space, because the more they grow, they need more space. Please follow us. I remain Mchivi Kenneth.